I just mentioned Punk is down here because Psycho, his former roommate, beat him using his own third place bronze Evo Victrix. And look, you could see in the interview, I hope you all watched during the breaks as well, because we have great interviews that Rob has done with a bunch of these players, Rob, Brian, etc. have done with these players. It was heartwarming, interesting. You know, you feel for him a bit to see Punk tear up talking about how he could give his family a house if he wins the million. I mean, it is not just about playing and doing your best in video games. Some of the players, when it becomes a realistic possibility, if you really have the chance to win $1 million, right? We all would love to win it, right? Sort of in the sense of like, yeah, I would like to, but you know, is that a possibility for you, practically speaking? For Punk, it certainly is. And so that feels closer for him than it may for many other players. You could really see that in his expression there in that interview with Rob. So there's a lot on the line for him here as he's in losers. But look, Spaceboy is a very strong competitor. It's not going to be an easy one for him to get through. Spaceboy is going to, as he has in the past, show that he has a lot to say. He can certainly make the top 8 and deny thereby Punk from getting into top 8. We'll see.
On top of juggling whatever it is that he's been doing.
Yeah, busy guy,
in real life, right? Like he's talking about C's really gets degrees. Like he's doing the full-time thing of balancing school, balancing work, and also balancing Street Fighter 6, right? We totally understand the different pressures that people are put into in these circumstances. So a lot on the line for both players. Right? Spaceboy with a loop, very impressive. Already aggressive start, getting the throw against Punk. And it's totally understandable. In that sequence, if you cancel a low medium kick and you drive rush forward, in order for it to be a true block string, you have to go in with the light. Punk will definitely go through that with an uppercut once he gets that opportunity. So good on Spaceboy to make that happen for him.
Okay. Punk with a bit of an offbeat dive kick.
What a stop! Like how often do we see that from Punk? That standing jab. And that's going to be more than enough. He gets to cancel one more time if he needs to. But no, he goes for the target combo. I don't know about that.
Okay, it ends up. Yeah, that said, back to the last match that we saw, Punk versus Max Sama. We were both impressed by Max Sama, and Punk did have some drops, some funky decisions in there. Hopefully for his sake, he tightens it up. The Spaceboy,
damn!
What a great decision.
That was disgusting.
That was
high
so
up,
good.
and I like that decision to throw as well. Knocking on the door a little bit. You saw the late stagger on the jab, and now staggering it with other normals as well. That multimedia punches everything, but that punish counter even bigger. You spend it, absolutely you do. But look at this. It's not going to lead to death just yet. The drive gauge, I feel like it's not going to be a huge factor as much. But it's this very moment where you get to stutter step forward. No drive rush, and it's the shimmy. It was a scary movie. You blink and you miss it and you die. It's crazy. Spaceboy driving up with a drive-by flash throw.
Good whiff punish by Punk, keeping his eyes open as always. Always the reactions are there. Oh, nice. Didn't just be content with the grab.
I think either way is fine. Either corner switch or at least reset back to the screen. Uppercut, full control. Now for Spaceboy, back throw. Now gets the driver forward again. Overhead is there. Punk, not ready for it.
Oh man, Spaceboy is right up close. Again, Punk with the kind of funky timing on the dive kick though.
You talked about offbeat, man. It's been on for thus far. That's a perfect parry.
Do you think he can kill? He can kill.
Yeah.
Level 2's there.
Dash up, level 2. I think that might be enough damage.
I mean, it's obviously heavily scaled, but is that enough? Last hit, yes.
Sheesh. You know, that's really tough too. Imagine if Punk had survived that, he had a little bit of drive gauge left in him, and a fireball wouldn't chip out at that range. Or at least it wouldn't put him into crit out at that range. On top of having a critical art, would have been nuts. What is happening? This guy's flying all over the place already. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Well, we saw the same interaction previously where it was a whiff grab is like the attempt. A little funky timing. Spaceboy looking confident in neutral. Yes, walks into exactly the right spot.
Heavy knuckle. Okay, catch a medium punch. Now it's going to be Punk's turn. Oh, the uppercut. Big punish. I didn't realize the names haven't been switched yet. Spaceboy and it is to be Punk, by the way.
Oh, got it. No. Well, it all works out. It all works out for Punk. Should be able to take the round. Again, we have seen a little bit of funkiness from him, but this time it looks okay.
Nice finish, nice switch over. I see you. But a couple of sneaky movements behind that drive impact make it a little bit harder to tell when it's coming out.
Yeah, she just kind of spins in like a bunch of her moves. You know?
I hate it. I can't keep track of it all. So we finally get that right conversion forward throw. Immediately afterwards, the drive rush.
Oh, again! Oh man, I love that solution. And Space Boy backing off, right back in. He's playing with his spacing so well. Excellent tech actually, because that forward and back movement is funky.
What a punish counter. Good patience from Punk. He was waiting so long to get out of that corner, and it paid off tenfold, especially getting the punish counter. But this is even bigger. Space Boy. Beast Mode baby again. No way.
Okay, he could have killed.
Level 3 for sure. Oh, what? So that's one thing that check Punk's reaction. Getting away with a dash, that's one. Then backing up immediately for the backdash to get the punish counter on the throw, that is another thing. Yes, he could have done that the last time Punk had gone for the neutral jump as a contention point, as a counter against that tactic.
It felt to me like Space Boy was hunting for Punk right there, as if he thought that he could get the kill very closely, as if he thinks that Punk is worried. Yeah, I think that's the reason I'm getting right now about Space Boy's play. He feels like this is the time to get the kill. Yeah, he's going in! A lot on the line for Punk right here.
No way! A little overzealous on the mark too. Punk he's able to get a really, really significant punish counter. This is going to be a lot of damage. Obviously, the burnout is there, but Punk, with this much drive gauge left in the tank, while your opponent's at 0, you definitely can get a drive impact wall splat at this point. Yep, and he's already moving. He's schmoving. Yep, that's the one. Woo!
All right, buddy. Woo. Jeez.
He was looking at the endpoints to finish the first one.
He like went to the start screen to see what the fatality inputs are.
Perhaps, yeah. Cam is the only character I feel like that can do that animation-wise.
Yeah, she kind of does that with the fatality. Man, look, again, there's a lot on the line for Punk, and I understand why Space Boy felt like that was the round to get the kill, but now that that didn't happen, the question is, what does he change about his gameplay?
Oh, interesting tidbit there. Catching jab, counter hit into the perfect flash. Oh, that's huge. Oh, but an even bigger drop from Punk. What is happening?
It's not the first time that we've seen a big drop from him in his top 16s. I don't know, the 4th or 5th time, to be honest.
Oh. This counter is there, and also within range is the Fierce. I thought it was going to whip from that range, but no, sir. No level 1 usage. He maybe thought it wasn't going to kill.
Maybe.
You sneak in the guy. You attempt 2, and it's not far enough. There it is. No way. He did it again. Fireball and uppercut to ensure the damage on that bad boy. Space Boy looking at match point with a lot of, actually both characters sitting at pretty much equal in super gauge.
Punk saw that there were some more whiffs coming out. Space Boy shut it down immediately. Does not want to allow Punk to get these reads about what to do in neutral.
And now trying to get the throw baits again against Punk. Yeah, himself back into the corner.
Forces this.
3 in a row.
Again there. Again. Fully burned. What a jump by Punk. Will he spend it all? Yes.
He absolutely has to. Equalize the playing field, the damage is there, the burnout is there as well. He's going to get his drive gauge before Space Boy does, but it's just a matter of what he decides to do on offense dash up, and he's pretty aggressive with it. No way! Heavy into level 3. Now he gets to change the swing. The damage is definitely in Space Boy's favor. You're going to get a meaty setup, and you might get that drive gauge before Punk. With 0 bars, you could get a checkmate. No way!
Does Space Boy eliminate Punk? Punk's still in. Oh, jumps away. All the decisions are so key right now. Anything will do it. He finds it. Can he get the kill? It's a little funky looking, but that's okay. And it is match point now for both.
I swear to you, if he did Eraser, the back heavy punch from Luke, as the low 4 was coming out, I would have yelled like a madman. It would have been all goofy.
One of them will make top 8 loser's side. Punk's the one who starts the offense this time. That has been rare throughout the set. He hasn't typically been the person who's done it. As he is back again to hanging out a little bit patiently, maybe hoping to see Space Boy overextend, but Space Boy is just walking around. He's not giving in to that urge yet.
He's given a couple of looks with a Sandblast, and surprisingly we haven't seen really any spin knuckle attempts, but it's been very difficult to call. This is a very fast fireball, by the way, so even trying to use that as a tactic is kind of tough.
Punk took his turn turn immediately. Here's Space Boy. He has fought all the way to the corner. Not quite! As Punk is the one who finds the big hit, and now with a substantial life lead.
But that burnout is getting pretty close. Punk is backing away. No uppercut!
I can't believe it. He has been so consistent with anti-airs.
That's meaty as heck, but not going to lead to any sort of advantage.
Big jump. It's not up for a hit. Another chance. And again, Punk, as he has often been, is not the one to immediately engage on offense. He's back to neutral. Whip punishment.
Oh, that's huge. Okay. It's the back throw as well. Punk gets a lot of estate behind him to move away from Space Boy. Space Boy's got to be explosive, and he's got to be now, but OD. Punk knew it, actually. Oh my God! Punish got a conversion off of that?
15 on the clock, and it's enough as Punk finds it with jump. Roundhouse, no delay in the sky. There was not a dive kick coming. Space Boy tried to get the jump back to contend with that. Instead, jump, earliest roundhouse from Punk, keeps him in the running for first place here at US Canada CPT.
I think it's safe to assume what was on Space Boy's mental stack at the moment. How often did you see these jumps go unpunished? Right? You had mentioned and highlighted a very significant fact about this early part. You see in the replays how offbeat some of Punk's dive kicks were and how much success he's had off of it. Then you start to see Space Boy get those big punishes off of it, right? So I think, more often than not, he's looking for the dive kicks too much to punish it on the ground rather than mid-air. So again, that's some pretty important moments for Space Boy, allowing Punk to fly off like that. And at the same time, though, the rebuttal from Punk has been superb. Good awareness too, good spatial awareness, good game sense to even attempt for that sequence while having that drive gauge was huge, and also good game sense to even anticipate that flash knuckle coming in from Space Boy.
Yeah, denied the easy pressure, but man,
see what I'm saying?
It was right down to the line there for both. It will be Punk. The Punk's in there. All right, one match remains. Idom has been fighting his way through loser's side for a while now. He was sent down there by Paladin before the top 16. And for Ramos is in the unfortunate position of having